Former President Donald Trump, a convicted felon, suggested that a jail sentence would be a breaking point that leads to violence from his supporters. Trump made the remarks during a Fox News interview aired Sunday.
The legal maze that you're still facing, and the judge could decide to say, hey, house arrest or even jail.
It
How
could.
do you face what that could look?
I'm okay with it. I saw one of my lawyers the other day on television saying, oh, no, you don't want to do that to the president. I said, you don't beg for anything. You just, the way it is. Think of it. They have all my books. You know, they went to, for 5 years, they sued me getting my tax returns, right? At the end of 5 years, they got them. The Supreme Court actually gave it to them. That was the end of it. That was it. They never found anything. They hired the best accounting firms. I had a pure gold firm. They call it a gold-rated firm. I don't know. It's supposed to be. Who knows? But with all that stuff, for years you heard about my tax.
They never looked into the Clinton Foundation.
And they never found it. They never went all the way with the Clinton Foundation. They never went all the way with the Clinton Foundation, which is sort of interesting, isn't it? But so that could happen. I don't know that the public would stand it. You know, I'm not sure the public would stand for it. With a,
If you tried house arrest or
I think it would be tough for the public to take. You know, at a certain point, there's a breaking point.
Representative Adam Schiff warned that Donald Trump is inciting violence with his rhetoric.
So you heard what President Trump said this morning, and you just heard our interview there with Lara Trump. What's your response?
Well, first, in terms of Lara Trump's interview and her complaining about the case being tried in New York before a New York jury, if you don't want to be tried in front of a New York jury, then maybe don't commit so many crimes in New York City. It's pretty simple. And that jury was selected in part by Donald Trump and his attorneys. They vetted each of the jurors. He had every right that every other criminal defendant has in that courtroom. And they found, this ordinary jury of peers found him guilty on every single count. So if you don't want to be tried in New York, don't commit crimes in New York. But he got the same due process as any other person, and that's exactly the way it should be. In terms of Donald Trump's comments about whether the public reaches a breaking point if he is sentenced to jail time, this is clearly Donald Trump once again inciting violence, potential violence when he is sentenced. And Lara Trump may try to explain it away. We see this pattern over and over again where Donald Trump communicates with his base supporters, making it pretty clear what he wants to see, and then his enablers try to explain it away. But look, his base listens to him. They don't listen to Lara Trump. And this is another dangerous appeal to violence. And it is yet another reason why Americans are going to decide they don't want a convicted felon in the Oval Office.